Hey everybody, I want to do a video product review of my Wilderness Systems Pungo 140 Sit Inside Kayak. I've had this kayak about a month and a half. I've had it out on the water several times, probably 5 or 6 times, and so I can give you a good idea how this boat performs. I'm really a big fan of it, mainly because of the room in the cockpit. I'm 6'3", I weigh 225, and there's plenty of room getting in and out. It's really comfortable to sit in. And it has a lot of great features too, which I'll kind of run down here in the video. So first off, looking at the front, it's got the comfort carry handles, has the Orbix hatches, one in front and one in the back. Like I just mentioned, it's got a very big cockpit opening. It has this kayak console, which also has an Orbix waterproof hatch built into it. It's removable, so you can take this off. I don't have it bungeed around, but basically it takes it off. You can see how big the cockpit is. So if you're a larger paddler like me, there's plenty of room. I'll get back to the kayak console here in a minute. Let me put it back on. And you can see it's got plenty of room for, drinks, little areas to put whatever, your camera, if you're fishing, whatever. And it's got a Velcro pouch here on the back. I've got the bungee that goes around the coaming to secure it. I've got that tucked in there. I do that when I store the console separate from the boat. But basically that's really handy. And when I get in and out, I just kind of pick it up, take it off, get in, and put it back on. Really handy, convenient system for that. Let's see. Show you the up in front. It's got the slide lock foot brace system. Okay, you can see that. Really easy to adjust. Basically it's a gravity type system. You just lift up the lever, slide it, and drop it back into the track there at the end. I mentioned being tall. The foot pedals, I've got 4 or 5 positions ahead of where I have them. So if you're even taller, I'm 6'3", it would take someone taller than me without problem, because it's got plenty of room in the front. Like I said, I've got the foot pedals on probably the 4th or 5th position from the front. So, okay, so looking at the seat, it's the super comfortable, it's a Phase 3 Air Pro, I think it's called, the Phase 3 Air seat. Really comfortable. It's got a bunch of different adjustments. It has an adjustment where you can raise the front of the seat underneath your thighs. You can fully adjust the back up or down, and that's really easy to do using this lever in the front right here. Not a lever, but it's a strap with a buckle on it. Same with the height of the front of the seat. You do it with that handle and the 2 buckles between it. As far as the seat back and putting it up, straight up or down, or leaning it back or forward, you do that with the straps on the side that adjust the seat back angle. And like I said, the seat height is adjusted with that strap in the front. You can see there's a little mesh pouch. I put my water bottle there, or you can put whatever, sunscreen. There's a little pouch in front of the seat for whatever you want. Plenty of room behind the seat. A lot of times when I'm just day paddling, I'll put my dry bag right behind the seat there, in front of the rear bulkhead. But you can see there's plenty of room. There's probably about 18 inches for gear. And I've had this out kayak camping, and a lot of times if I need to stow something right behind the seat, I can do that as well. It gives a little extra room. The rear of the boat, it's got the comfort carry handle in the back. It has this dry hatch, the Orbix hatch. I'll open that up for you. Nice big opening. These Orbix hatches are really, actually that's kind of in there. Hang on a second. Well, hang on. Okay, sorry about that. But what you can see is they're really, they're very waterproof. They seal really well, and so they're not hard to open, but I just had one hand there, so it was kind of difficult to open it up. But nice big opening here. Plenty of room inside. I don't know if you can get the idea, but forward and back in there. Plenty of room for gear in the back. And like I said, the Orbix hatches are really convenient because they're hinged. They are pretty easy to open, even though I didn't just demonstrate that, but with 2 hands you just kind of pop it open, then squeeze it down, with the two handles, lock it up just like this. Just kind of close it, push a little bit to kind of seal it, and then slide the handles down like that, and it's watertight. What can I tell you? As far as performance, this boat is just great. It really tracks straight. It's real easy to paddle. I mean, it's very smooth, just kind of almost effortless to get it going. Even when the boat's loaded, I've had it loaded with probably 30 pounds of gear for a camping trip, and I was able to, you know, just paddle without a problem. It was great. Part of the reason that is this boat has it has kind of like dual chines, and if you take a look at the photos in the bottom of the post, in my blog post, which I'll try and link to on the video from YouTube, but basically it's got two kinds of stability. Like, it's got initial stability when you get in it, and then if you're to tip, which I haven't even come close to tipping this boat over, but it's very stable when you're in the boat, and that's because it's got kind of a V bottom, and then it's got another chine up toward the sides, halfway up. And again, if you can take a look at the photos in the blog post, you'll see that. But like I said, very stable boat to paddle. Stable getting in and out, stable paddling, easy to paddle. What else can I tell you? You know, like typical, it's got bungees front and rear, so for storing extra gear. A lot of times I'll put my paddle in there when I'm getting in and out. It's got the thigh pads, typical of, you know, Sit Inside Kayak. What else? And again, I'm a big fan of this kayak console because it's really handy for putting gear in while you're kind of just, you know, getting in and out, or, you know, keeps it really handy while you're paddling right in front of you. So anyways, I hope that gives you an idea of the Wilderness Systems Pungo 140. That's it. Like I said, a really big fan of this boat. If you're a larger paddler like me, plenty of room in the cockpit, and real easy to get in and out of. So that's it. That's my video review of the Pungo 140 Sit Inside Kayak from Wilderness Systems. Okay, I wanted to do a little add-on video to show the bottom of the hull on the Pungo 140. Like I mentioned in my other video, or the first part of the video, it has this dual chine system. It has kind of a V hull. See if I can show you that kind of down. It's got a V down the middle, and then it flares out toward the side. It's got kind of a keel in the back here, which really helps the boat go straight, and that keel kind of extends past the stern, and that helps the boat really track. Okay, and then, like I mentioned, this dual chine hull, very stable getting in and out of the boat, and really stable while you're paddling. And so it's got really good initial and secondary stability, is what they call it. So again, big fan of this boat. Really like the Wilderness Systems Pungo 140, and especially if you're a larger paddler like me, it's a great boat. Check it out.